something people, so that's something people make mistakes on. They just try to be everything on one page. That's a big mistake. You don't want to do that. Now, you have established your online presence. You have picked a niche. We know you for something. What next? You have to share valuable content. It is very important. That is what is going to attract people to your page. For instance, I'll tell you about Ify's Kitchen and how I started. You know, I at the time I didn't even know there was a thing as to be a content creator. No, the only thing I wanted to do was to share my passion to everybody, give value. I mean, I'm sharing recipes for free.
Mm.
That's a lot of value that are out there. You don't have to pay. You don't have to go to any other platform or call a friend or somebody to share something. This is a stranger who has decided to show you how to make certain meals, give you videos and recipes on how to do something. That's value. And that's how I grew very, very quickly. A lot of people quickly recognize that if you want to be the best person, you want to cook delicious meals, there is Ify's Kitchen there. I always made sure I put out valuable content. What is valuable content? You don't always have to share something serious. Even if you want to entertain us, that's valuable. I mean, if I can get on your page and laugh and relieve stress, that's value. Do you get what I mean? So make sure there's always something to share that people can come to your page for. All right. And not just are you sharing valuable content, make sure your delivery of that content is the best that you can do or you can be at the time. All right. Clean the lens of your phone. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
go and buy the fanciest camera,
Yeah.
professional camera. You don't have to. Use what you have. Start where you are. I'm a very, very big advocate of use what you have and to start, something. So take your phone, clean the lens, have good lighting. You can use sunlight. You don't even have to buy all these fancy lights and stuff. Use daylights. All right. I'm telling you how I started. So this is real talk. It's not something I read on the internet or somebody shared this story with me. This is how I started. I started with my phone, and I didn't even know anything about, you know, um, the perfect light, the perfect camera. I just knew I needed light. So I would always shoot in daytime. Sometimes at night, I had poor light, but of course, baby steps until, I have a studio with world-class equipment now. So baby steps, okay? Start with what you have, clean your camera lens, provide value, and showcase your work. I said that already, right?
Mm.
Let us know your niche. Tell us what you can. No, don't tell us. Show us. Talk is cheap. Show us what you can do. Why should we trust you? Right? I mean, there's so many people on social media now. Our attention span is so short. Tell us in 5 seconds what to expect from you, why we should be on your page. If not, we're moving to the next person. And
Mm-hmm.
trust me, there are many of us out there. So you have to give us the best that you can at that point. Okay. So showcase your work. If you clean, you're a cleaner, for instance, you have a cleaning company. Show us videos of you going to houses, to offices, to stores, to shops, whatever you do. Please do not look down on yourself. Whatever you do, somebody needs your service. Okay. So show us to the best of your ability. Content is everything. Don't overthink it. Don't. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it is that content that you shoot in 5 minutes that will probably do so well. Then the one that you have, hey, by the time I'm done, it's gonna go viral. I'm going to do this.
With
You
the
take so
makeup
much time,
session.
you take so much time and energy. It may not do so well. Then the one you just be like, oh, what the hell? I'm just gonna put out something. It's the one that will now go viral. That's just to show you that you never know. So please don't sleep on it. Post that content. Post it. Show up every day. Just know that in your heart, in your mind, this is the best I can do. I'm doing the best. I've used the best equipment that I have right now and show up. One thing that worked for me, I showed up every day. Consistency, and I'm still showing up every day. In fact, now, and the more success you attain, the more difficult it gets. Trust me. I know you say, oh, if you have so many followers, you don't have to show up every day. Now, let me tell you something. I don't just show up every day. I try to show up at least twice a day. Yeah, it is that serious. So I'm not, I haven't rested like, oh my God, I have so many followers. I can chill. I can take a break whenever I like. No, 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 no. You have to keep pushing. And if you don't take anything away today, please take away the fact that you have to be consistent. Okay? Consistency pays. That's how we take you serious. That's how we know you mean business here. That's how you grow your career, whatever it is. People learn to trust you. And for people to trust you, you have to show us who you are. You have to show us your true, authentic self. All right. And then you have to package yourself the best way that you can. I'm not saying fake it. Okay. If your true self is speaking English, you want to come and speak, that's your personal brand. That's who you've decided to be. And please come and speak to us in the best pidgin, the most exciting pidgin English we've ever heard. Come and wow us. You get what I mean? Now, if you want to also put up a persona, you're not that person, but that's the persona you want to show us. We'll see through you, but if that's what you've decided to do, then you better be the best and stick to that persona. Stick to it because we value you being your true self. Okay, so don't let us know it's an act. Don't deceive us. We don't want to be deceived. Okay, so show up consistently, and we want to see you, your true self. Also, there's such a thing as personal branding. You have to put yourself out there the way you want other people to see you.
Absolutely.
It's very, very, very important. If you want people to take you seriously, then you have to take yourself serious. If you know that there are certain companies, certain organizations, or certain brands you want to work with, then you have to look at those brands. What are the kind of things those people like? Or, what is the personality of that brand? Then you have to, prepare yourself and show yourself that this is who I am. I could fit into your brand. If you're looking for if your audience is the high net worth individual, then you have to show yourself that that is who you are so that you can blend and mix with your target audience. Guys, is it making sense? If you're still with me, just raise your hand or let me know that you're here.
Positioning.
Very, very good. Very good. You need to position yourself. It is very important. You know, when they say packaging, it is true. It is really, really true. So package yourself to your target audience. No, I'm not saying fake it till you make it kind of thing. Fake it and then you go broke in the process. No, 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 no. Okay? But do the best with what you have. Look nice before you come in front of the camera, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone it's just okay, someone keeps calling me. All right. So sorry for that interruption. Apologize. Where was I? This just interrupted me really quickly. Okay, yeah. So I'm saying
faking it till you make it.
You don't need to go broke, guys. You don't need to go broke to look good. Just come out in your best outfit. Always know that each time is an opportunity to put your best foot forward. Come looking nice. If you're not a makeup person, no problem. But at least don't come out looking homeless. Don't show yourself sitting on the floor eating eba from a pot or something, all in the name of, this is me, this is
Content.
who I am. I want to content. I want to show my true self. And my true self is I get home, I fling my wig, I open my shirt. That's my true self. So I want to show you my true self. I mean, if that is the person you want us to see, by all means, do that. But if you know your target audience or the brand you want to work with, or the company or the organization you're trying to get into, that's not who they are. That's not what they stand for. They'll be totally put off by you doing that. Then don't do that. When you switch off the camera, do what you like. But in front of the camera, at the end of the day, I won't say we're all acting, but we all want to show our best side. Okay. So as be sincere, be authentic, and show your best self. Okay. And then engage with others. It's social media for a reason. Do you
Oh,
understand?
oh,
Engage with people. Don't just come, okay, I know that my content is very valuable. I've done something that I've taught something. I've used the best camera, or I've done the best thing I can do.
dating.
Post it. I've edited it to the best possible way. You post it and you disappear.
Mm.
One thing that always works for me, right? I only post when I know I have 30 minutes to an hour to spend with my followers. And I know my followers here, Ifinarians in the house, would attest to that. I would post and spend time there. Trust me,
Oh.
it's an investment. That time you're spending there is
Mm-hmm.
an investment. You're building trust. You're building a community. Do you understand? And people only buy from people they trust. So if you
Mm.
want to go far, these are little things you have to know. All right. So once you post, stay there, respond to questions asked. People or someone just saying, hello, you look nice. Oh, please respond by all means. Oh, thank you. Do you understand? Don't just post and I'm out. Oh, I fulfilled my quota for the day. I've posted. That's it. Engage with your people. See them as your friends. Honestly,
Yeah.
I see my followers as my friends. I'm happy when I'm engaging with them. Sometimes my husband comes, what's making you laugh? And I'm like, oh, I'm chatting with my people. I see them as my friends. Like it's real. Like I'm actually happy. Those that want to troll me or something, I'm like, you don't even have coconut head. You will not catch me here. Not me and you that we engage in this online banter. I don't even know you. So why should I let you get under my skin? So that's another thing. Always make sure you leave positive footprints, digital footprints. People can see you. All right. And if you're using social media to as a leverage to grow your business or your career, when you're making comments on other people's platforms, please, please, please do not use negative words. Don't
Yeah.
insult people, no matter what you're thinking. I agree with what you're thinking. What you saw out there was rubbish. How could they? Nonsense. You want to curse them out. No, no, no. You can't use your page for that. If you like, go and open a fake page. If it's really affecting you like that and you want to vent, no problem, but not your business page. People are looking at you, and you know what they say about the internet, never forgetting. They will screen grab it and wait
Mm-hmm.
for you. You don't
Absolutely.
know who is watching, okay? And the people, the brands or the companies, the organizations you want to work with, you don't know who is looking. Do you understand? So you always have to be at your best. It's social media. Be social. If you don't agree on a position, disagree politely in a civil manner. You will never catch me insulting anybody. You will not, no matter how
You are known
strongly.
for that. I know you for
you,
that.
you won't catch me. Oh, I can maybe when I see the comment or something, I can vent outside. But when I get back there, it happened to me today. Somebody said something nasty and said, living fake life. I saw it. I
Hmm.
was so upset. Because I was like, what is fake about what I've just posted now? What is fake? I typed, I deleted. I typed, I deleted. I just typed. Then I said to myself, why do you want this person to disturb you or affect
Yeah.
you. And I just said, well, troll spotted and
Mm,
laughed. I said, it's not me. And then I moved on. Because that person that made that nasty comment has moved on. Oh.
yeah.
They don't even remember. They've moved on to the next person to troll or insult. So why would I allow you put me? No, 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 no. So just move on, deal with it. If you can't deal with it, delete it immediately so it does not fester. You don't dwell on it and then
Yeah.
you move on. Okay. And like I said, be social, interact with other people on their pages as well, not just on your own page, not just respond. Go out there, interact with people, let people see you. I know how many people have come to my page just because I, I was social. I typed on somebody's page in the comment section or responded to something. I know how many people have, I'm sorry. Okay. Please, can you give me 1 second? This is
It's fine,
really,
ma'am.
1 second, please. This is
It's
person.
fine.
Let me just mute for one.
Okay, everyone. I trust we are enjoying the session. I trust we are getting value already. So okay, here she is. She's back. Over to you, ma'am. Let me unmute just a second. Where do I, sorry, let me just type the name. All right.
Apologies. It was really, someone had been trying to get my attention. It was a little urgent. So yes, I am back. I've dealt with the situation and I am back. Where did I stop? I talked about you being social, living your, I know how many people have come to my page just because they saw my comment on someone else's page and it made sense to them. So they just thought, oh, let me go on this person's page and see what this person is about. Okay. Um, 1 second. 1 second. I am right here. Okay, yeah. Now, another thing, you always have to be updated in your area, in your niche area. You can't just remain. So always use social media to update yourself and your skill. You have to let people know that you are on top of your game every single time. All right. So update your skills. Let us know that you're updated because at some point, people will see you as a professional. People will see you as the go-to person. So they want to know they're in good hands. They want to trust that when I come to this person's page, anything in this niche area, this person would update me. Look at Unique Accent, for instance. I'm always on their page. Okay. Oh my goodness. Who is disturbing me?
Sorry.
Okay.
You can take it so you're not bothered now.
So I'm always,
If it's
I
a call,
think,
you can
please
take
just
it
give me,
so you're more relaxed.
please, 1 second, because this call has been, it
All
must be
right, it's
something
fine.
urgent. Please.
It's fine. Thank you. Okay, people, are we getting value already? Are we getting value? What have we learned so far? Can we use a chat box to talk about what we've learned so far? There's something she talked about. Strategic commenting. Strategic commenting, talking about my own experience, has brought me one of my biggest one-to-one clients. The person saw my comment on yeah, thank you, Simon Simeon. The person saw my comment on Tunde Ednot's post. Whenever I comment on his post, he is a blogger and he could be controversial sometimes. So whenever I comment on his post, I know more people go to that page. I always thank you so much. Thank you, Techno Pops Heaven. I always want to be strategic in a way that my comment is not like every other comment. If my comment is like every other comment, then what makes me different or what makes me unique? You understand? So if there's something that the civilly response to people, thank you. If there's something that stood out for me from what she said, I can totally attest to it. It is strategic commenting. Don't just comment like anybody else. And please resist the temptation to give it back to them the way they give it to you. Yeah, like she said. Thank you so much, ma'am. These have been it's been very insightful. Over to you.
Apologies again. Now nobody's going to disturb me. I dealt with the issue.
All right, ma'am.
It was too, yeah. All right, so I'm back. And thank you so much, Miss Catherine, for filling in for me. I heard what you said the last time. Resist the urge to give it back to them. No grief for anybody. I beg go grief for them. This is your business. This is your career we're talking about. Just free them. Free them. Don't let them use their own to spoil your own. Do you understand? So leave them alone. You know what you're here for. You know what you're doing. Those people, they have nothing to lose. They're faceless. But you're not faceless. You're a person.
Yeah.
And that comes to something else again. In building a career and leveraging social media, you know what I said earlier? People only buy from who they trust. And I know that ultimately the goal of every business is to sell. I mean, you're putting yourself out there because you need to make an income, you need to make a living. There's a target, there's a goal for you. That's the reason why you're on social media. So please put a face. I know some people are very shy. I have a friend who runs a business on social media. She's come to me several times. Oh my God, Ify, how are you doing it? I need to grow. I need to do. I'm like, look, your page, you're doing a lot. It's fantastic. Your video quality is good. You're putting out value, but there's just something missing. We don't see you. We don't know you. Who are you? You put a picture there today, and we agree. We like your picture. We know that this is the owner of the something, but we want to feel your personality. Who are you? You get we want to feel like we know you. It may not be comfortable. You may not be that person who wants to dance on social media. And no, I am not asking you to dance. No. But show yourself, interact, see these people as your friends, your followers as your friends. I'm just sharing with you things that work for me. I just like to show I like to just come out there, like sometimes it's daunting, to just put yourself out there. Hey, are you good enough? Is my hair good? Am I speaking well enough? Do I look good enough? I know you have all those concerns, but who cares? Trust me, we don't care as much as you. You're the only person who is saying all those things. We just want to know you and vibe with you. We want to know who we are buying from. So relax, take it easy. Come in front of the camera, do your thing. So if you're that person who is shy or who feels you'll be criticized for looking a certain way or talking a certain way, please come out. Come out. In 50, 30 years, 40 years, are you going to regret not showing up because of what people think? People, who are they? Do you know them? Are they feeding you? No, no. Don't think about them too much. Think about yourself. Do the best you can do and come out. Trust me, your people are out there.
Sure.
Your target audience, they are right there. They love you for who you are and what you are. I am not the best by any standard. I don't have the best of everything. But one thing you're not going to take away from me, I'm going to show up as who I am. I'm going to show up consistently. I'm going to be true to myself. And yeah, I'm just going to show up. You don't like me? I'm sorry. This is me. You don't have to. I'm not jollof rice. I cannot please everybody.
I love that.
So that is another. And then you need to understand your audience. You know, some of us just have a frame of mind. I'm going to put out this content, whether they like it or not. This is what I want to put out. I'm not sure that's a good strategy. So
Oh.
you have to think, you have to toy with maybe different content. If if this one is not flowing, you put one. If that one really, really got a lot of engagement and views, then maybe that's the type of content your
Mm.
viewers want to see. So give us more of that. Okay. Don't show us what you want us to see. What do we want to see? Then tailor your content towards what you want, your audience, your customers, your audience want. And it's very easy to know the posts that get the highest engagements, views, shares. Look, and then spend some time looking at your analytics. It's very important. Don't just post and go away. There's a lot to be learned in your insights. So always check your insights. Your insights will provide you with the best time to post. Your insights will tell you the kind of audience that, the age of your audience. That's the bulk of your audience. So you want to now tailor content towards those people. I mean, it's social media. It's supposed to be fun, happy, carefree, but you still have to be strategic and intentional. You have to be very intentional. Every post you put out there is a reason for you doing that. So ask yourself, what is the essence of the post? Why am I putting it there? If you are okay with it, then it doesn't matter if people will come and criticize you. And trust me, from those people criticizing you, from being haters, they will become friends when they see
True.
you are not backing down for anybody. Those haters will start admiring you. I've seen it happen. There was one particular influencer. People, I'll go on this lady's page because I mean I'm on social media. That's where the bulk of my work is. So I see a lot of things. I engage. I just read things. There was this influencer. People were always insulting her. What does she think she is? Who is she? What kind of thing is that? From insult over the years. Guess what this person's comment section looks like now? Oh my God, I just love you. You inspire me. I'm like,
Mm.
eh? From we hate you. So what do you feel like? This person have now won their admiration. They have seen that this one is not backing down for us. She's not going anywhere. We better get on with the program or we go somewhere else. Now, all the comments you see, most of the comments, a really nice comment. This person has won people over by just showing up and doing the best that she can do. So, and then don't be too, I usually use the word salesy. Not every time. I know you're growing your business or your career every time. Oh, I'm selling these. Come and buy this. Come and buy that. Now look at me. I have never for one day advertised on my page, come and buy a bowl
I wonder
of
how
soup.
you do it.
Never, I have never. But guess what? My DM is filled with, please, can you come and do a private dining session? Please, can
Mm.
you cater to 200 people? Please, can you
Mm.
do this private wedding? I'm
Mm.
telling you,
Mm.
I have never for one day advertised. I'm just showing up, giving value, having fun
And
while
you
at it
advertise
with
for
my
others as
family,
well.
myself,
You
advertise
advertise
for
for
other
others. And
people.
I'm like, how does she do it? These are supposed to be your
And
competitors.
And guess what? My DM on a daily basis. And then I have to say, oh, thank you so much. Of course, very politely. I'm really grateful. Oh, I'm thankful that you can, you want me to deliver this service. Unfortunately, I do not deliver right now, but I can point you out, refer you to someone who
Oh.
delivers. So I never just leave them hanging. Would you like me to refer someone? And they go like, oh yeah, more often than not, because they trust me. So if they're not buying from me directly, they would buy from someone who I'm referring them to. Do you understand? And that's because I've shown you over the years that I'm a trustworthy brand. You can trust me. And it's also very important. If I know we have content creators here, people who are content creators or want to become influencers in future and everything, you have to be true to yourself. Anything that does not align with your personal goal, please don't go there. All right. People are watching. I'll keep saying it. People are watching. And if you do things that do not align with your personal goal, trust me, it is going to come across in your video or in the way you put across the message. And when that happens, except of course you're a really good actress and actor and stuff, when that happens, people will see and they will not be convinced because you yourself, you're not convinced about that product. It happened to me once. I'm not going to lie that, I have it all sorted or I know everything. No, there was a product that I wasn't really convinced about. It wasn't about the money. The money was not so great. It was more like this person was consistent. She consists over like 3 years. If you please, I want you to promote this
Wow.
product. I want you to, I know you have my audience, you have this, I know I love you. I just want you. I see how you promote other people. I just need you to promote this for me. So there's how you'll be so consistent and persistent. And then I then said, okay, it was now I know better.
Mm.
Now I know better. But I'm just saying this happened to me. So I finally said, okay, I'll do it. But I wasn't convinced. So I did not do it to the best. I did not carry it on my head. I did not do the best that I know I can do because when I'm passionate about your product, don't worry, I will even go far and above what you've asked me to do. And that's because I truly believe in your product. But I couldn't sell that product so well because I wasn't even convinced. And so that taught me a lesson. Once the contract or once the duration that I was supposed to promote it was over, it wasn't a bad product. It wasn't. It just did not align
Yeah.
with my personal goal. So that was even why, because I felt like it's not a bad product. It was nothing bad. It was nothing evil. It was nothing, it was not fake. There was nothing bad about it, but it was not just me. So I'm sure a lot of people who wanted it, a lot of people always ask me my DM about that product, and I would, go and meet the vendor and stuff. But because it did not align with my own personal value, I took a I my takeaway from that experience was no matter who you are, my father, my brother, my husband, my kids, if it does not align with my personal goal, I am not going to do it. And so that makes me happy. That
Mm.
makes me true to myself and true to my audience as well. I'm only going to bring what I believe in to you. And so that's it. I mean, you cannot come to me with all these Kama Sutra things. Maybe it works. I don't know. That's not my problem. But it's not me. My page is a family oriented page. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
come with all those. Do you understand? Go to someone else who is going to be happy, whose target audience or who does that kind of thing. Not because your product is bad, or it does not align with my personal goals. So the money may be good, but I'm not going to touch
Yeah.
it. Okay. So as you go along your business and your career, all these things will come your way. So you have to know when to say yes or no, when to reject something. It's not all about money. Your audience trusts you. And for you to continue having that trust in for your community to continue having that trust in you, you need to be true to them and to yourself as well. So I'm going to stop here for now. If you have any questions, I'll be very, very happy to take your questions. Thank you.
Thank you so, so much, ma'am. This has really been enlightening. Trust me. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, how your presentation style, you did it so effortlessly. This is really your thing. Thank you so much. So does anyone have any question? If you have someone used the raise hand symbol. So if you have any question, ma'am, would you mind them using the chat box, or I should unmute, which, or both? Sorry. Sorry, I am coming to you. Oh, where are you? All right, so unmute.
I think you can unmute and they can also use a chat
Okay,
box. In fact,
okay,
unmute, I'd love to
perfect,
hear. Yeah.
perfect. So anyone who would want to ask a question, please, you can indicate so I'll unmute you. Who has a question for our guest today? Indicate, please do a summary. So sorry, Joe. Oh yeah, it's remain on our YouTube page. We're streaming live on YouTube. So you can always catch up with what you missed on YouTube. Any question? Any question? In order to make it quick, you can just use the raise hand symbol so I can unmute you instead of taking time typing and typing. I hope nobody has speech phobia here. Okay, Vera. Here we go, Vera. Yeah,
Okay.
so I just did.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Mrs.
Vera.
Ify, I really enjoyed what you said. What you said was really nice. Okay, so the question I have is for our social media page, is it a must to use a social media manager, or I can handle the social media page myself? Is it advisable to make use of a social media manager?
Okay. Hi, can everyone hear me, please?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Vera. That was a very beautiful and very good question. Is it advisable to use a social media manager? I don't use a social media manager. And then again, it allows me be personal with my followers. For me, I'm very intentional. They're my people. I want them to feel me. Do you understand? So I don't. I have nothing against having a social media manager, but you have to be sure that the social media manager speaks your language, can represent you, your tone. That person would adopt your tone. That person would be you because that person is you. People don't know that it's a social media manager. What they see, they just believe it is Vera. So can Vera trust her social media manager as a person representing you in the way you want to come across people? If every answer to that question is positive, by all means do so. I handle all my pages on all my platforms. Is it the easiest task in the world? No, that is so difficult because I am running from one platform to the other. But
Ah,
that's just because I want to still be personal with my followers who have become my friends. Yeah. So feel free if it works for you.
all right, FL. Okay, thank you. We have FL. FL, I just unmuted you, your microphone. FL, are you there? FL, permission to unmute your microphone. Okay, good.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Please confirm that you can hear me.
Sure, we can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I joined a bit late and I was a bit in and out of the meeting, a bit distracted at work. I do a 9 to 5. I thoroughly enjoyed the parts that I listened to and it got me thinking. So what I would just want to ask is that I heard you say that what comments people leave, negative comments, don't really affect you that much. That is wonderful because a lot of us don't go near social media. Because of that, you have kind of developed a thick skin. That's good. But in the midst of all this, something worries you about social media. I want to know what worries you the most about the use of social media. Whilst it enhances your business, what's that thing that worries you the most about it? Thank you.
Sorry. Sorry, just a second. Okay, ma'am.
Wow, Ethel, fantastic question. What is that thing that worries me the most about social media? Huh? Great question. I don't know what I am afraid of or what I'm scared of or what I'm worried about, but I want to keep my family, or should I say I show my kids every once in a while, but my husband, my family, particularly my husband, I just want to keep him away from social media, from the madness. Come for me, attack me. It's me and you. You understand? But let's leave it there. I think, I never really thought about this question, but I won't say for now that I have any worry, but I just know that I like to just do that. Keep my husband out of it. He's not your food that you've come to learn
Mm.
how to cook from my page or you want to relate with me. Yes, I'll show him every now and then, but he's not very big because a lot of people, where's your husband? Is he not there? Are you the single mother? It's not your business. You understand? So, but is there any major worry? I haven't really thought about it. And so does that mean I don't have one? Maybe. Or maybe I can now take the time to think about it, but nothing, nothing. It's social media. Come for me if you want. That's your problem. That only tells me I'm doing something right. If not, you won't be so bothered about me. So,
Oh, thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to add to Ethel's question. Thank God she even asked. It made me remember my own question. How do you do it? Like, social media could be draining. Sometimes I wish I could make clean money without going to that social media, that space. Sincerely, you're on Facebook, on WhatsApp. I don't follow any other channel on WhatsApp channel. WhatsApp, just yours and I think Brain Jotter, just the both. Uh,
thank you.
uh, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Okay, I'm not sure you're on TikTok. I know you are on TikTok. Facebook. How do you navigate? And you're always showing up on these spaces every now and then. How do you do it? We want to learn, please.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for that question. So, how many are there now? The Facebook,
I think there are about
Instagram,
six.
TikTok, WhatsApp. Yeah. So the truth is, it's very difficult, it's very hard, and I don't give all of them the same attention because I really can't. Because apart from being there, I'm a creator. I need time to create as well. So I spend a huge bulk of my time creating. If I'm not creating, at an event, I'm a function, I'm having meetings with my team, but at the same time, I have time to interact. How do I do that? Miss Catherine, I'm not going to lie to you or make it look easy. It is not. I hardly sleep. I'm not even going to paint it that it's easy. I hardly sleep. I'm awake at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Story of my
to
life.
try to catch up, to try to catch up with different platforms, So after spending like 30 minutes or an hour on YouTube, I've gone. I'm on Instagram. I've spent an hour and an hour and a half. I'm done. I've moved to the next one, or I'm creating, I'm editing, or I'm reviewing what my editors have done and stuff.
Okay.
So in the middle of the night, when I now have a little downtime, I then go back to these platforms because I'm the one who has chosen not to have a social media manager or anyone. So I must do the work. I can't leave my followers hanging. So I try to respond to as many questions as possible. Now, is it possible that I miss some questions or I don't answer some people? Yes, because at the end of the day, I'm human. I have my kids as well to focus on. So it is really, really difficult. It is difficult. I don't have a spare minute to myself. I don't. Even if I say, okay, I'm going to watch a program to unwind. Nah, nah. As the program is playing in the background, I'm just thinking of all the comments
Oh,
I haven't responded to or
seriously.
emails. Yeah, but I have a team who helps me, at least to a very large extent. My emails, I don't interface with clients directly. So that one, I was managing everything by myself, emails, clients, and I'm like, no, I don't think this is a very effective and efficient use of my time. So I have the best management company who deals with all of that. So they just bring certain things to my attention, those things that need to come to my attention, And I have a team now, basically, who helps with other research and other things. When it comes to managing my page myself, I try to do it. So it's not the easiest thing, but I try.
Okay, ma'am. I'll also want to ask, do you
Oh,
think,
okay. All right,
oh,
go.
sir, all right. Do you think it will get to a point where we'll see less of you, but the page is still running? All your pages, maybe it might get to a point where I know you're the face of the brand, I know, but where you'll be a bit detached from the brand. And do you think that is healthy? I know it's good to build a brand to an extent, and at some point, you want to detach. That's what we learned in some of this business. At some point, you want to separate your face from the brand, and just for you to concentrate on other things. I'll give an example. There is this man, I'm sorry, on Nigeria Info, Femi and the Gang. I don't know if we know him, Femi himself, Femi Abong Daniels. He used to be the host of that radio show, Femi and the Gang, but now he holds a very reputable post in that radio station. I think what's the name of the whole brand? And now he's no longer showing up on your screens, but he's managing some things back end and all of those things. So do you think it will get to that point? And do you advise those that are already drained from navigating from one page to the, would you advise it for another brand? Maybe it depends on the kind of brand. So I'll just want to hear from you, please.
Okay. Yeah, so for me, I don't know what tomorrow would be like. My answer might change tomorrow. But for
Okay.
today, I don't think I'm going to, I mean, it's hard. I don't know, but today I'm just going to keep because I believe that social media, it's a platform where people want to interact with you. They feel like this is where we can get
Mm,
Ify, we need Ify. So yes, if you want to know Ify, the whole essence of who is Ify, who is this, then it's social media. Social media is work, is also relaxation. So for me, it is work and an avenue to relax and interact with people. It's social at the end of the day. So I don't know that I'm going to take a back seat and allow somebody run the show.
mm,
Maybe as things get heated up or busier, maybe I may not show up as often as I used to. Maybe I suspect, right? So if I was posting 2 or 3 times a day, maybe I'd limit it to once. But that I won't, but that I'd let someone show up in my stead. No, I feel like then it's not if it's not the person
okay.
who you've grown to love that is there.
Mm.
So far it's still social media. I'm going to do my best to always be there so you can know me, you can see what I'm up to. It's a place that you can have a one-on-one with Ify. That's just my interpretation of social media. So, and that's it.
Okay, Miss Tony, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Ify. So interesting. And I want to say this that you're looking so beautiful. Right. And my question is, now we are in this technology age and things are fast moving. And my question is, yeah, if you have a child that is so interested in what you're doing, will you partner with that child? Will you encourage the child? Or will, like, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. Like I mentioned earlier, technology is taking some unfolding now, and we don't know what's going to come up in this era of generation Alpha. So I'm just going to, if you have a child that is interested in what you're doing, will you start encouraging the child also to take your place or partner with the child? Thank you.
Toy, I know you're asking a question about having a child, something about child doing what you want to do, but it was breaking at some point. Miss Catherine, did you
Yeah,
hear the
I was
question?
struggling to hear.
Okay,
Miss,
you
can
can
you
hear me.
take
Can you
it
hear me
again?
now?
Yes,
Yeah, maybe
louder.
you want
Can
to
you hear me now?
Yes, Toy, is
Okay,
a lot better.
sorry. Okay, thank you. Okay, my first point was I said you are so beautiful.
I heard that.
I admire your appearance. You look so cute. Okay, my question is basically on as as we are now, technology is actually taking place. Things are moving so fast, and these children too are moving with technology. And if you have a child that is interested in what you are doing as a social media influencer, and how will you encourage such child? And will you partner with that child, or will you hand over to the child? I don't know. That's what I'm just trying to ask.
Oh, Tony, I got you. I got you. So your question is, if I'm not correct, please let me know. Your question is, in this day and age of social media, I have a child who is interested in doing what I'm doing. Would I be happy or would I be okay to partner with my child? And at some point, will I relinquish maybe control of my page for that child to take over? I think that's your question. And if I got that correctly, yeah, I would encourage my child, of course. Um, I'll hold my child's hand, little by little, introduce the child into what I'm doing, put the child in front of the camera, just in bit, let people start knowing the person, let the person start having a feel of what my community is like. Just, little, not baby steps, baby steps. And at some point, yeah, at some point when I feel like, oh, I can't be the face anymore. If my Muna self would like to do what I'm doing, I won't be happy
We
for that
can't
person.
wait.
If Muna or so
Celebrity Mona.
interested, yeah, I'll be very happy to, put them in front of the camera, let people have started knowing them. So if they
Mm-hmm.
want to become influencers or want to do what I'm doing, I'm very, very happy. Little by little, of course, they're children according to their age, and then after a while, maybe when I have to take a backseat, I can't be there all the time. I know that my audience has grown to love my child. They trust that my child can do. Again, it is to look at feedback to see when you put your child there, what is the feedback like? What is the engagement like? Are people flowing? Are people annoyed? Are people happy? And then little by little, there's sometimes I could just be in the background, leave. I'm using Muna, my daughter now, or some to leave them and see what the engagement is like. Along the line, after a while, I cannot let them, okay, run the show. You see, that question Ms. Catherine asked, am I going to be okay? So that's a very fantastic one. Maybe I'll start thinking about it. Then leave them, okay, run the show so I can take a back seat, attend to many other things. I know that
We can't
my
wait to
my
have
social
them
media page,
cook someday. Let them cook for us.
my social media page is in good hands, and my audience love my kids and just as much as they love me and trust them. So yes, Tonya, I would be interested in partnering with my kids and letting them handle my page when the time comes. Yeah.
Yeah, to
Oh,
add
please,
to
sorry,
that.
Nancy asked the question.
Okay.
Okay.
Please, you
Okay,
can
so
take the question.
Nancy asked a question in the chat box. She said, thank you so much, Mrs. Ify. God continue to bless you and your business. Amen. God bless you too. My question is, how do you always have content to put up like you don't ever run out of content?
Mm.
It is insane, Nancy. Like when I tell you I don't sleep, when I tell you like I'm working around the clock, it is not a joke. And even when I'm taking a break, I'm not really taking a break. My mind is still working. I'm still thinking of that next content. It's an insane world. And that is why for creators, I think people are now taking mental health seriously. It's a real thing. My mind is working 24/7. Since I started Ify's Kitchen about 8 years ago, I cannot tell you I have taken a break. And I'm not doing it because of my audience. I'm also enjoying it. So maybe it's kind
Okay,
of like
there's a balance.
yes, but I'm enjoying it too. Everything for me now is constant. I can just be sitting down playing with my kids and I just whip out my phone. And you see, the thing is, the story you tell and your editing, it puts even the most basic thing and makes it a story and makes it worth watching. So you have to be a good storyteller to be able to just think of content, and you have to have an imaginative mind and seek inspiration from people all around you. It's hard work, Nancy. It's hard work. Sometimes I shoot a lot of content so that I always have something. Maybe in a day I could shoot up to 3, 4. So I always have something. So even the days I want to take a break, I'm still churning out content, but I'm not doing anything actively. Do you get? So there's a balance at the end of the day.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ify. To add to what you said concerning Muna and Sonto, my daughter saw my page. We're on 90K followers
Okay.
for the longest of time. So she saw it. Said, "Mommy, how many followers do you have?" I said, 99.9 or something like that. Do you know what she said during morning devotion today? Oh dear Lord, let Unique Accent get up to 100K followers in Jesus' name. I said,
Amen.
so sometimes
Oh my
you see them, they'll wear
goodness.
my glasses. Okay, today we'll be talking about how to pronounce our. Don't pronounce the age. I said, oh God, look at these children. Don't worry, very soon you will take over. So it's fun. Yeah, as long as there's this restriction, there's
Fantastic.
control,
Wow.
please, by all means. They are the Gen Z. These ones are even Gen Z plus. So they need to get acquainted with the social media. Thank you so, so much.
They do.
Thank you. Yesterday, just to wrap it up so that we are all on the same page. Yesterday, we learned about work-life balance. You know, you work for a while, you rest, your spiritual life, the circle of life, and all of those things. How's it like for you? How do you refresh? How do you, because there was a time I saw you went to, was it Ziba Resort with your family and all of that, but it's been a long time for someone who barely sleeps. So how do you balance all of these things together? Family, work, your spiritual life, the fact that you're a mom and everything. How do you balance it?
Okay, so first, Margaret is saying, answer my question. Margaret, I have seen your question and I will answer, I promise you. But so let's go to Miss Catherine. You asked, how do I balance everything? I'd say work-life balance. Honestly, I think it's a myth. You can't really balance. It can never be 50,
We
50.
had this argument yesterday.
I don't believe that anyone can really arrive at a 50-50 balance. No, something is going to take the upper
Dominate.
hand. I'm not kidding myself about it. So what I do, and how I've decided to have my own balance, is if I'm going to give more time to work, which I have to now give more time to work, I make sure that when I'm with family, then I am present. I am really, really there. Let them feel me for that few hours or minutes.
Exactly.
I leave work aside. My I'm a Christian. I go to church. I pray. I have time for that. I walk out. I make sure every morning everybody can hold on, but I am going to walk out because it is
Wow.
beneficial to my health and my state
Mm,
of
mm,
mind. If
mm.
I'm not okay, how am I going to show up for you? So
Sure.
yeah, so for that one, I'm going to do that. I'm going to also read my developmental books because at the end of the day, I have to be on top of it to give you. I cannot pour from an empty cup. So even when I am busy creating, I'm socializing, I still find that time. So far, it is important. I make that time to develop myself spiritually. I develop myself mentally, physically, because I know it is all about me. And unless I'm in the best frame of mind, best frame of body, health, I cannot deliver. I cannot take care of my family. So I make that time. And all this just means that I'm constantly busy. I'm doing something. And I've started trying to make sure I sleep at least 5 hours a night. I'm trying to make that a priority. So it's difficult, but I am doing it.
You answered it. You answered it.
Managing my time. I'm trying to manage my time. So anything that is not so important, I'm not, I'll just, how does it help me? I delegate as well so that I can have time to do other things that I want to do. I'm not going to claim superwoman. I don't want the title. Anything I can delegate, best believe I am going to do that. Yes.
Thank you so much. Wow. You, our esteemed participants, can we see that we're all on the same page? Ms. Ify just continued from where Ms. Isabella stopped yesterday. You heard that example of you cannot pour from an empty cup bottle. You heard that example of saying no to what you cannot handle. So many of those things are interrelated. It's only what's left for us is to apply them. Thank you so much, ma'am. You've been wonderful. You've been awesome.
Sorry, I did promise Margaret that I was going to answer her question.
Okay, good.
So if you don't mind.
Good. Yes, please.
Okay. So Margaret, I promised you, and that's what I'm all about, my brand. I promise I deliver. So I must keep my word today. Yeah. So Margaret, your question is, you said, hi, Mrs. Ify. Hi, Margaret. Please, what advice do you have for a clothing line on social media that has done everything to thrive, but yet nothing, no sales? Margaret, have you really done everything? Like everything? I don't know what you've done. I don't know, but I am believing that you've done a lot. But is that the best? Is that everything? I don't know what kind of clothing line, what kind of business you have. Well, have you tried to reach out to influencers, nicely, to tell them I will give you my clothes or something at no cost. I just want you to wear it and be kind enough to give me a shout out, even if it's my story, and then of course give them, these people have millions of eyes on them, right? There's a lot of visibility. So you give them, let them wear at no cost, and don't be doing, hey, no sales. And so, okay, this influencer said, all right, bring your outfit, and you go and look for the cheapest you can get because I've not been making sales. Where do they want me to get the money from? No, somebody has been kind enough. So you have to give your best, knowing full well it's an investment, and many people are going to see that. If it looks nice, if all the investment just needs to do is, oh, I got this from so person, trust me, one or two persons would see that and reach out to you. And if you deliver quality, the person, and the price is right, the person would come back to you. I don't think about price because people are buying the most expensive things. There's the money to still buy. Well, how good is your product? Okay. And how confident are you in your product? So reach out to influencers, be nice. You don't have the money to pay them. You know they're worth sale, but please, would you be kind enough? Be persistent. Somebody would say, yeah, at the end of the day. Also, give people you don't have to look for the influencers that have 100,000 followers or 200,000 or millions. Even those, the micro influencers, 10,000, 20,000, keep them, invest, let them wear your outfit, let people see it, tell them to mention you, and you keep doing what you have to do. Show up. It's somebody, you will make sales at the end of the day. I promise you, Margaret. So just keep doing you, keep showing up, keep being consistent, keep being creative. And yeah, your good fortune will come. It's inevitable.
Collaboration. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've been wonderful. You've been awesome. Thank
Thank you.
you. And esteemed participant, thank you. We know this is work close hour, but you're here. It means, hey, our guest today is really worth your time. And of course, she came here for us. We just have to show up. We just even if she gave us 10 a.m., we will show up. We will show up. Thank you so much. We've been really looking forward to the session. And here we are today. Thank you. God bless you. Ms. Ebere, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was indeed a pleasure to listen to you dishing out all of those insights. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for not holding anything back. You just gave it all. You just poured yourself out. And thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. Now, Ms. Catherine had made mention of 10 a.m. earlier. And she said, even if it was 10 a.m., that we still would have showed up. And I think that's true because once you know what you are in to gain, I mean, even if you put it at 6 a.m., I'm very certain that
That's when
some
you
of
know
us
the
will still,
serious ones.
yes, and still, yeah, 6 a.m. will still show up. So thank you once again, and thank you everyone for joining in for today. Day 3 has been amazing, and day 4 is going to be even better. So back to 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. We're having is the hosts are coming tomorrow. So for tomorrow to be at work, but do whatever you can to make it happen. If you
What's
want
the
to
time
attend,
again?
I'm sure
What's the
that there
time?
will
We
be.
lost you for some seconds.
Okay, the time is 10 a.m. 10 a.m. So we have to do what we have to do to be there. I know it may not be convenient for all of us, but some of us it's going to be okay. Some people just do what you have to make sure that you attend. But if you are not able to attend, not to worry. Remember,
Please
we've got our
attend.
rules.
She shouldn't come to see an empty house.
Yeah,
Please,
of
she would not
course, you
answer
have
us
to
again if we
attend.
call on
You have
her.
to attend. Yes, please attend. Please, and please attend. Please come. Show up like we have learned today that we are going to keep showing up. We're going to keep being consistent. So show up for tomorrow. But anything can happen, right? And if you're not able to make it, we've got you covered. Don't beat yourself up about it. And I think that brings us to the end of today's class. It's been amazing. Thank you, everyone. I really felt the energy today. Thank you for making out your time to attend today. Thank you all.
Yeah, Mr. Barra,
Thank
just a
you.
second. Sorry to cut
Yeah.
you so they don't just leave. Please, Mr. Mecca just said something I want to share for
Okay.
tomorrow. Even we know it's 10 a.m., but you can still, you can still be on, if you're driving, you can still be on drive mode. Zoom is very
Mm-hmm.
flexible. You understand? You can put
Mm-hmm.
it while you're doing what you're doing. We learned about
Yes.
work-life integration or balance yesterday, so we can
Mm-hmm.
learn to
Mm-hmm.
do these things at the same time. All right, so I don't know
Exactly.
if Ms. Ify can give us a parting word, something we should hold on to. I don't know. I don't know. So let me just unmute. Okay. I just seek permission to unmute, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Like they said, you could have done something else with your time, but you chose to be here. I'm really honored. And I hope you go away with something. If you haven't heard me at all today, it's very important for you to know that consistency is key in everything you're doing. Make sure you turn up, make sure you show up, doing the best that you can every single time. It's social media for a reason. It's social. And Yeah, for me, discipline and consistency, those are two things that always work for me. Even when you don't feel like, and many times you won't
Mm,
feel like, but just know that you have a community looking up to you and looking forward to what you have to drop. So make sure you turn up. Consistency, consistency, consistency is the
mm,
only way forward, and consistently delivering excellent work, because you're only as good as your last work. Do you understand? People may not remember that, last week she did well.
mm,
It's
mm,
yesterday's own that you fumbled on that they will
mm.
remember. And somebody might just be meeting you for the first time, coming across your page for the first time. You don't want them to see that bad work. So always strive to consistently deliver excellent work. And that's it. All the very best, guys.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Isabella,
you.
over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Be consistent and keep showing up. So I think you've heard it all. There is nothing else left to add, really. So tomorrow at 10 a.m., we are going to commence or continue rather the conference with the session on untold life truths. So make sure that for whatever reason, just be there. Make sure you show up, okay? So that's it. Please make sure you follow her, our guest for today, Ify Mogekwu, on Instagram. Please make sure, go to Instagram right now and follow her on Ify's.kitchen. Please make sure you follow her. I know we have a lot of questions that she may not have the time to answer, but when you follow someone, you don't really need to ask them questions. You don't really need
Exactly.
to have that one-to-one interaction with them from their pages, from the thing they post. You can just gain some insight, maybe consciously, subconsciously. You can see the way they do things, and then you can learn from there. So all our speakers, Ali Baba and Barrister Yebu, and now on Instagram, so that we should not grieve for anybody. So we are not grieving for anyone. We want to make the best of our lives. We want to make the best of what we've got. So let's make it happen. Thank you all for joining us once again. Miss Kate, if you have anything to add, please do. Otherwise, I think we should call it a day.
Yeah, let's call it a day so our mothers in the house
Okay.
can go and cook.
All right. Thank you once again and good night. See you all
All right.
tomorrow.
Good
Bye.
night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Bye. Bye. I want to be the last to leave today. Bye. Bye, everyone. Yeah.